Hi, boys and girls. This week we've talked a little bit about our country's history. And we talked about how in American history, a lot of families used to have slaves to do a lot of their work. And in the 1860s, slavery was ended. The laws were changed so that it was now illegal to own another person. So slaves were freed. But it really wasn't until the 1960s, when my mom and dad were kids, and the 50s some, until things were really starting to be looked at as unfair. I'm sure that if you were a black American, you would feel that these things were unfair. However, in the 50s, the 1950s, and the 1960s, so in the last 70 years, that's when people started to really speak out and say, hey, America is supposed to be one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. It says in our paperwork that we are all created equal in America. So, black Americans started to ask, are we really all created equal? That's what it says in our Constitution, that we're all created equal. So are we really? And at that point, America had to decide, are we going to be a land where people are equal, or are we going to make it so that some people get better things than others? And so in the 1960s, that's when things started to change. I'm not saying they're all perfect today. I would never say that. But that's when things like the laws started to change to be a little more fair for black Americans. But I'd like you to imagine that you lived in the 1950s and you are a young child who maybe is black, and you're not able to go to the nicer school in your neighborhood because you're black. And you're not able to drink out of the water fountain in the park because you're black. And when you go to a movie or a show, you can't sit close. You have to sit up in the balcony because your skin is black. How would you feel? How would that make you feel? Share that below. I think for me, I would feel sad. Sad that people felt like I wasn't good enough. But I think eventually I'd probably start to feel pretty mad, because I would know I was good enough, and it would be a shame that people were only looking at my skin and making their decisions about me. So how would you feel? Have a good day.